Urgent Justice. Written by John Etzil. Narrated by Alan Taylor. Chapter 1. Meeting his Maker. I pressed the tip of my Glock 17 against his forehead. He was sprawled flat on his back on the plush white carpet of his office. I pinned him down with my knee across his belly, forcing his old and out-of-shape gut to support most of my 220 pounds. He struggled to catch his breath and wheezed like a 4-pack-a-day smoker who just sprinted up a few flights of stairs. He was in his mid-60s and had short white hair combed to one side. A nice button-up shirt along with navy slacks and expensive shoes completed his appearance of a man well-respected in the community. His clean-shaven face was drained of color, an odd mixture of pasty white with shades of gray, and I could see a bluish tint forming around his dried-up lips from lack of oxygen. "Well, what's it going to be?" I asked in a pleasant voice, as if I were a waiter taking his food order down at the diner, or a non-pushy salesman helping him select the interior color of his new Chevy Volt. No answer. I pressed the pistol harder against him, transferring some of my weight from his stomach to his forehead, where a little red ring formed on the indented skin that surrounded my gun barrel. He cried out and turned his head to one side to try and alleviate the pressure. "I don't have all night. Tell me what I want to know, or die." "Please!" I ran out of patience. "Please, nothing. Close your eyes." He squeezed them shut, forcing out tears. They ran down the side of his face and pooled in his ear before overflowing and dripping onto the carpet. I didn't want to do this, but he left me no choice. Damn him. I usually took better care of my hearing, knowing full well that once the tiny hair follicles that line the inner ear were damaged, they couldn't be repaired. My ears were already ringing from multiple gunshots today, and I had a terrible headache, maybe even concussed, from being knocked out twice in the last 24 hours. The non-silenced 9mm blast that I was about to fire off was only going to make things worse. When I got my hands on that thief who'd stolen my Glock silencer. I adjusted the gun and pressed my free hand over my ear in an attempt to lessen the damage from the blast. I squeezed the trigger. That was loud. Bowel evacuation. Him, not me. I held my breath and said a silent prayer of thanks that I didn't have to.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?